All right, today we are going to talk about a man who's been described as a true titan of intellect and art. An Indian scholar whose work was so massive, so profound, that he actually earned a comparison to one of the greatest Renaissance masters of all time. This is the incredible story of Dr. Jose Pereira. Now, I know what you're thinking. That is a huge claim to make, right, Michelangelo? You know, as we're about to see, Dr. Pereira's life was this canvas of such immense scale and complexity. This extraordinary comparison, well, it really starts to make a whole lot of sense. So here he is, Dr. Jose Pereira. He passed away back in 2015 at the age of 84, and he was an Indologist, a theologian, a painter, a musicologist. The list just goes on and on. But really, beyond all those titles, he was a figure who was constantly trying to understand and, more importantly, unify the different worlds he lived in. To even begin to enchant them, we first have to wrap our heads around the sheer, breathtaking scope of his intellect. It was, I'm not exaggerating here, pretty much limitless. Just look at this number for a second. 15. That's how many languages Dr. Pereira had completely mastered. And as you can see from all the different scripts and symbols here, we're not just talking about a few similar languages. We're talking about a massive range, from ancient Sanskrit to lyrical Persian. And he didn't just know them, he spoke them fluently, and even took the time to learn how to sing in their original accents. Just amazing. And you see, this wasn't just about collecting languages like stamps. For him, it was about building bridges between entire worlds of thought. His deep knowledge of Sanskrit, for example, gave him this completely unique lens to understand and write with authority on Hindu theology, even though he himself was a demon. He was an expert on everything from Baroque architecture to the tiny little details of Goan folk songs, a true poet in every sense of the word. But his genius wasn't just academic, it was incredibly creative. And sometimes it was almost magical. One of his friends told the story about how Pereira called his infant daughter absolutely nothing else would matter, simply by singing the ancient Persian hymns of Horace. Did you just know that? But he had a really sharp, confident edge to him too. There's another story about him getting into this big debate with government officials in Delhi. And he apparently won it by outmatching them in what was described as a slanging match of Sanskrit slokas. This was a man who didn't just know things, he commanded knowledge. But this absolutely towering intellect, it wasn't just for show. It was all driven by a deep, really passionate mission to preserve the unique, beautiful culture of his homeland, Goa. And right at the heart of this mission was the mando. It's a traditional Goan song and dance. Now, for Pereira, this was way more than just music. It was a living, breathing symbol of the fusion of two cultures, the Latin Christian world and the Indian Hindu world. And the way he went about trying to save it, well, it tells you everything you need to know. This wasn't work he did from some cushy, air-conditioned library. He actually learned to ride a bicycle late in life, just so he could travel from village to village, usually just dressed in shorts and sandals. People often mistook him for a piano tuner or, even worse, a robber, and would just shut the door in his face. It was what one friend called the agony that eventually led to the ecstasy of saving this incredible heritage for everyone. So this deep dedication to both scholarship and culture, to his mind and his heart, it all found its ultimate expression in his art. In the same way he saw the mando as a fusion of cultures, his painting became the canvas where he truly brought the worlds of East and West together. And this is where we come full circle, back to that initial comparison. Inspired by Michelangelo, Pereira took up fresco painting. He spent years. He even took a sabbatical and moved his whole family from New York all the way to Goa, just so he could lie on his back for 6 straight months and paint the ceiling of a chapel sacristy in Margao. But check out this contrast. While Michelangelo's famous work is all about themes of the Last Judgment and the Inferno, Pereira's vision was completely different. His art wasn't about judgment at all. As the source material describes it, his frescoes are all about compassion and renewal and hope. They're filled with images of children and the blessing of animals. And yet this compassion had a really powerful, critical bite to it. When someone asked him why the eyes of Christ in one of his works were so intensely glaring, his reply was chillingly direct. He said, "That's because he is angry at what we have done to his creation." A message of hope, for sure, but also a profound warning. So when you put it all together, what is the legacy of this incredible man? Well, above all, it's a legacy of unification, of building bridges where most people only saw divides. To really understand Pereira's legacy, it actually helps to understand Goa itself, which has always been a place of historical firsts. I mean, it was the site of the very first Indian language grammar based on a European model, the first revolt against European colonial rule in all of Asia, and the first Indian political party. It's always been this crucible where cultures met and clashed and sometimes created something entirely new. Dr. Pereira basically embodied this unique spirit of Goa. He was a living, walking bridge between East and West, a Catholic who became a champion for Hindu theology, a world-class scholar who got his hands dirty to save folk songs, an artist who blended ancient Indian styles with European techniques to create something the world had never seen before, which I think leaves